Hi everybody, welcome to Canadian Immigration Channel. Well, this video is mainly created for the reason of telling you how to deal with first accommodation in Canada if you are either a newcomer or you're coming here under temporary visa. So say you're a student, you're a worker, you're coming here as a visitor and hoping to stay here a little bit longer. And I will give you an example of a couple here. There are clients, they came here to deliver a baby, so they're birth tourists. They're from India themselves, and they found accommodation by themselves through their friends. Now, it turns out that these friends from India are charging them absolutely crazy amount of money for a room. Just it's not a big deal over secret. This nice couple is charged $1,700. Again, 1,700 Canadian dollars for a room per month. That's quite shocking. It's probably the largest amount of money per room which I've ever heard of, to be honest. And well, obviously when they contacted us and said, you know what, it looks like we're paying a little bit too much, they told us the whole story. I was kind of shocked. They didn't tell me the first day how much they're gonna pay, so I was like, whoa, wait a second, let me just find something better and cheaper for them, for you. And well, it turns out that we managed to do it very quickly. But bottom line is we decided to record this video and tell you what to do in case you're having issues, or you're struggling to find accommodation, or you're looking to come to Canada and you want to make sure that you would not be robbed and paying a crazy amount of money to your relatives, friends, or whoever is charging you. Now, when it comes to newcomers to Canada, it's a little bit easier because you're in permanent status, you just came in, but still, you got your documents and it's obvious that you're planning to stay here for a long time. If you're a student, that's another story. If you're a temporary worker, another story. If you're coming here to deliver a baby or do something else, or for example for language classes, it's another story as well, because a landlord is trying to rent out an apartment or a house or whatever you're looking to rent for quite a prolonged period of time, for a year for example. Who knows if you're going to stay here for a year? If not, you do not have a source of income yet, and it's quite challenging for a landlord to come up with a mind that, you know what, you would be a safe renter. So what to do in this case? I would probably suggest that you would be looking at several options, and we're setting houses aside because unless you got a family of 7, 8 coming to Canada, you probably do not need so much space, so we're looking for something cheaper. Right on our radar, we have two options on the table. We got an apartment, we got a basement, we got a room. Now, when it comes to an apartment renting, if you got friends in Canada, that might be good for you because these friends could actually act as your guarantor, so to say that they would guarantee in a way that you would be paying your monthly rentals. That would be a peace of mind for many landlords, for many companies who are renting out apartments, for those management offices who are renting the place out. References, even from your home country, might actually work, because if you were working in a reputable organization back in home for SAP, for Microsoft, for Oracle, for whoever you are coming up to, well, it might work as a benefit for you in terms of proving the fact that you might be a reliable person and probably you will not be destroying an apartment after you leave. If you do not have anybody in Canada, if nobody is able to pretty much play to be a guarantor for you, well, maybe it's a good idea to consider cheaper accommodation, to consider something downgraded, say basement or an or just a room. So when it comes to basement, when it comes to a room, it's kind of deregulated market, and looking at Kijiji, looking at Craigslist would be a good idea. Now, before you rent something, before you actually decide to rent a place, make sure that you weigh out all of the options and ask yourself if there is a chance for you to be scammed. So remember, in the previous videos I gave you an example of those scams where people were saying like, you know what, we will rent out an apartment for you. I don't remember exactly the amount of money which they were charging, but that was in Midtown, in a very good place. We would rent it out for you for $1,100. You know what, you're just paying in advance. I'm out of the city right now, but I will just mail you the keys right away. And obviously it's not going to work. Landlord is not there, and who knows if he or she is even in Canada. So make sure that you will double check everything. You would see the actual landlord, you would have a chance to speak to him or her, and obviously see a place you're renting well in advance. If you want to make sure that you are paying the fair price, feel free to send us an email to compare if you want to. And what I wanted to say to landlords is, guys, if you're watching this video, because I know that many of you are watching those our videos from Canada, if you want to have a person to rent your place, if you have a place for rental, feel free to send us an email as well, and we would be able to see if there are any candidates amongst our clients who are willing to pay to rent an apartment or whatever place you have. Typically, we would be able to screen out these people for it, because I mean, they're our clients. We know who they are. We've been in communication for a while, so we would be able to help you out as well. And well, if you got any questions, feel free to send us an email, to leave a question in the comment section below the video. Stay tuned with us, and of course, do not forget to subscribe to the channel.